SentryOne Cloud Sync enables browser-based access to your SQL Server environment. In this video, we'll look at how to get Cloud Sync started, the configuration options, and the information available. In the Navigator pane under Configuration, double-click Cloud Sync. The first time there will be a button to configure sync. First, you'll need to sign in. You can either use an existing Cloud or SQL Performance account or create a new account. You will then see a list of the monitored targets in your environment. You can specify which ones you would like to enable for Cloud Sync by checking the Enabled box. If you would like to enable all of your instances, you can select Enable All. For the most part, the data synced to the cloud is performance data, but top SQL blocking and deadlocking can contain sensitive information. You have the option to not sync those categories. You can alias any server or instance by entering an alias or choosing to generate aliases. You can then set the sync frequency. Enabling full Cloud Sync enables all data to be synced, and this is the default. Unchecking this box will only sync advisory condition data. After configuring everything, you can toggle the sync from off to on. You will see the end user license agreement, and after agreeing to that, synchronization will begin. Once synchronization is occurring, you will see the details from the recent syncs. Now that the data is being synced, you can browse to cloud.sentryone.com to see your Cloud Sync data. The initial screen is the overview that is very similar to the start page in the SentryOne Thick client. There is an environment-wide health score and widgets showing the events by both severity and tag. You can quickly jump to any critical events by clicking on the critical tag. Similar to what you would see in the Thick client, you can view your monitored environment by groups, targets, and instances. For groups and targets, you can choose to view events by severity or tag. Additionally, for instances, you can view events by wait time. If any of your targets are offline, they will be visible in the Offline tab. On both the Targets and Instances tabs, you can make use of the search bar to find a particular target. At any of the Groups, Targets, or Instances tabs, you can click on the Home button to get back to the main page. Clicking on any of the conditions will give you the description of the condition if one exists. Clicking on the target will give you the option of viewing a summary, the dashboard, or top SQL. The dashboard is very similar to the dashboard in the SentryOne Thick client. You can select the instance and select the date and time that you're viewing. After selecting the date and time, select the Go button. There are also preset time intervals. The resolution bar can be used to zoom in and out. And here you can choose between history and real-time mode. Within the dashboard graphs, hovering over the graphs will provide a tooltip with information about that time. Hovering over any of the graph metrics will highlight the data points for that metric. Clicking on a graph metric will remove it from the graph. You can go back to the previous Cloud Sync screen or click on the server name to go to one of the other options. Top SQL also looks very similar to the Top SQL tab in the Thick client and allows you to view the completed queries for that instance. The filter in the top right corner allows you to set the time frame, and you can also choose to group like statements together by choosing Show Totals. You can drag columns up to group by, as well as sorting and filtering. You can see the statements and whether the execution plan has changed. All of the reports that are available in the SentryOne client are also available via Cloud Sync. Here you can also set up subscriptions to any of the reports. If you would like to share your environment with another user, You can click on the widget next to your name and choose Details and Sharing. You can share with an existing user using their CloudSync username, or invite a new user by entering their email address. Both will send an invitation email. If the user has already been created via the Thick client, they will be in the drop-down box for Link to SentryOne client user. You can choose to grant owner permission to any users and click Share. You'll notice there is a link to the SentryOne Power BI dashboard. More information for that is available here. SentryOne CloudSync allows secure access to your environment from any web browser.